Ajax calls, etc. and all. That is not its main intention. Yes, it is supporting that, but that is not the main intention. Now, there are lot of selectors which are available in jQuery. Now, what do you mean by a selector? Selector in the sense, the easiest way you could able to identify or refer an existing DOM element within the page, we call it as a selector. Now, when I say something called as $hash ABC, what do you mean by this? Find out an element whose ID is ABC. $PQR. Find out an element whose class is PQR. So this is what we call it as selector, from the existing DOM element, finding single or multiple elements. So like this, jQuery is providing hell lot of selectors you have. Okay. So let us go into the selectors notes here. Notes, complete notes. You have this jQuery selectors and methods. So if you open these guys, these are the sum of the selectors. So go to each and every other guy. Okay, let me copy this guy. Paste it out here. You go to each and every selector. You tell me which one you are not comfortable, you're not understanding. I will give an example of this. Yeah, everyone go to every line. Let me know what line you have an issue, then I will go for that. Tell me.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in the very first one, it is asterisk. So we have to write the name of the table asterisk.
Sorry, your voice I'm losing. Could you please repeat again?
Sir, the first one to get any element that also we will have to write like star that asterisk.
Guys, is it is for only me or everyone is?
Everyone, sir.
I think your voice is not clear. I mean, if not, you can chat also. Okay. Okay, line number 11. Input type equal to text. Okay. Now, when I say something called $of input, what do you mean by this? Give me each and every input element from the existing DOM element or DOM structure. Okay. Now, when I say input, I will get the checkbox, I will get the radio button, I will get the text box, I will get a password, every other thing will be responded back, right? But if you are interested to find out only the input elements of text box, then you simply say $of input square box. Under that, you're going to say type equal to text. Implies give me all the input elements whose type is equal to text. Am I clear? Next, come on. Okay, I think Shreyas has asked me a question. I was asking for first one, $of asterisk. So say yes, $of asterisk means every other element within the page. Okay, let me show you a practical example on this. Let us say public November 24th. I say what I say. Okay, yeah, jQuery selector.html. Okay, so let me create a page here. Okay, first of all, I need to include the jQuery guy here. Script src is equal to /jQuery.js. Okay, and I say I'm having a div guy, I'm having a span guy, I'm having a paragraph guy. I say something called as hello. Now, under my script tag, I have written that $of div dot add class, something called as container. Okay, if at all you have a container, say some style dot container border 1 pixel solid. Okay, margin of 3 pixel and adding of 5 pixel. Guys, if you're not talking, please go into mute. Okay, so this is what it is. Now, if you come back and reload this page, open the browser, this is how it is. Now, if you see hello has got the container. Why so? If you see only div guy got the class called as container because you have mentioned it as $of div. Instead of this, if I say $of asterisk, now if you save this type, reload the page, how many I've got? HTML also got the class container, header got the container, body got it, span got it, whatnot, every other element within the page. That is what we call it as $of asterisk. Am I clear, Shreyas, with your question? Okay, next. Any other question?
Sir, in real-time examples where we can use that dollars, where it is useful.
I mean, you mean to say $of asterisk where it is useful?
Yes, yes.
Okay, sometimes, right? Say, for example, someone might have added a highlight of some DOM elements. Now, your expectation is you want to clear out all the properties of, say, for example, some class has been applied to some of the DOM elements. So you never know what tag has been applied or what class has been applied or what ID has been applied. So in that case, you simply say $of asterisk dot remove all dot apply so and so. So that is where it can be used. You would have seen in some of the pages, right? Say, for example, 10 images are there. You're selecting those images, 2, 3, 4, 5 you have selected. Now you want to clear it out. You want to reset. Then how you can do? You simply do this $of asterisk dot remove all. That's it.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, next.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So 9.
Sir, please open jQuery selector page.
Okay. Sorry, not this guy. Let me close this. Yes. Yeah.
Line number 21, sir. How to use it?
Line number 21. Okay. What do you mean by this guy? Let us have a look. Let us say, for example, let me remove this guy. And one more thing, let me write a button, guys. Instead of directly getting applied, I say input type equal to say some button, value equal to click, and on click is equal to apply changes. Okay, now I say function apply changes. Now I'm going to do this. Okay, but now comment this guy. Okay, now what is my expectation is, assume I have some UL, under that I have some li, say some item 1, like this. N number of items are there. Whenever I click on this guy, my expectation is $of li dot add class, something called as container. Now let us see this guy. If you reload this page, I have a button. Once I click on this, all the items are getting a border. My expectation is not all the items. I want only the third item, which is present here. Now I simply say li colon eq of 2. That's it. So what do you mean by this eq? Any li tag which is present in the second position, that is what we are going to select.
Got it, sir. Got it.
Yeah. Next. Yeah. Go through again, guys. Go through each and every line. Wherever you have a question, let me know.
Sir, line number 13.
Sorry, what was that? Line number?
Line number 13.
15.
Yeah. No, 13.
15 only, right? Okay, fine. Now, what do you mean by this? Whenever you're finding an element, not mandatory that you need to select with only positions. You can even go with odd or even numbers also. Now here I say, okay, let me comment out this guy. I say li colon odd. Okay, now if you come back and reload the pages. Now, if you reload the page, when I click on these guy, is it not the odd numbers are getting selected? In the same way, if I say something called as even, save this guy, see, reload this page. This is how it is. So you can actually highlight the elements like you would have seen in most of the pages that when there is a table, odd or even like alternative rows will be highlighted. So that way, am I clear, Ali, with your question?
Yes, sir. And number 13, sir.
Sorry, what was that? Okay, just give me a second, guys. 1 second.
13, number 13.
Yeah, sure. Okay, once okay. Just give me a
Okay.
second. Yeah, sorry. What was that? Ali, what was your question? I mean,
Line number 13, sir.
line number 13, right?
Yes.
Okay, this is simple, right? I mean, say for example, what do you mean by this? When I am identifying these elements, let me copy this guy. Now, when I'm identifying the elements, it is not mandatory that you need to give us the actual selector. Now, I say dollar of span tag. What do you mean by this? Give me the list of all the span tags. Okay. Now I say dollar of span tag name is equal to test. What do you mean by this? Any span tag which is having the name as a test, you simply have to throw me. Okay. If I say dollar of span name not equal to test. Now, what is the meaning of this? Any span tag whose name is not equal to test, obviously that will be selected. Are you clear, Ali, with this? Line number 9.
Yes, sir.
Now, it is almost like the same in line number 2, right? Find out an anchor tag who's having the target element not equal to underscore blank. That is what it means.
Okay,
Clear?
sir. Yes.
Yeah. Next.
So line number 25.
Line number 25. Okay, div GT. Okay, GT indicates greater than. Okay, let me show you this guy. Say, for example, here, when you're saying even, instead of this, I say dollar of li colon GT of 2 dot add class. Guys, every time I'm using add class doesn't mean that you have to use only these guys. As add class is adding some CSS and you can feel the difference. That is why I'm doing this. But you can use any of the thing. Anyway, the next step is methods only. We'll see that. Now use, why my cursor is doing this? Okay, now I say add class. Now if you come back and reload the page. Now when I say click, aren't you not getting the highlighted of any elements which is greater than 2 position? Because this is 0th position, first position, second position. Now you have 3 and 4, 5 like this. So GT indicates any li which is greater than the second position. In the same way, LT also is there, less than 2. Now if you reload the page, click on this guy, 1, 2 are 0 and 1 are getting selected. Am I clear, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Next. Come on, guys. More, go to each and every step. And if you are okay with this DOM selection, you can see this jQuery methods also. But first of all, get clear with the selectors.
27.
27. Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am. What was that?
Yeah, line number 27.
Line number 27. Div has a P, which at least one paragraph tag. Okay. So it's very simple again. Let us say For example, I say some li tag okay. Now I have this. Okay, in the same way, I say some span. Okay. Now when I say li add class container, now what is going to happen? Reload the page. Every li tag is getting highlighted, but my expectation is I want to highlight only the li tag who is having the children as a span tag. That is where you're going to make use of has property. So how I'm going to use li colon has, I simply say span. So what do you mean by this? Find out any li tag who is having children as a span tag. Now if you come back and reload the page, only these two tags are coming because only these two tags are having the children as so and so. Am I clear, ma'am?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Next. If you're
So
done with
line
this,
number
then go line number
33.
33. Okay, so what do you mean by this guy? Like earlier, in order to select a div tag, we used to say dollar of div, dollar of dot abc, dollar of span and all. Instead of that, if you say dollar of div, comma abc, comma span, what do you mean by this? At a time, you are selecting a div guy, you are selecting a element with having a class called as abc, element with span, etc. At a time, multiple selections. Am I clear, or you
Oh.
want me to show the example?
No, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, even go through the methods also, guys. Let me know if you have any questions on this methods also, because we already seen this add class, adding an existing class. The name itself specifies remove a class in the sense removing an existing class. Yeah, go through the methods and let me know if you have any questions.
Sir, line number 50, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Line
Yeah,
number
what is that?
50, sir. Dot has class.
Okay. Dot has class is a predefined method which will simply return either true or false based on whether the particular class is being applied or not to the particular element. Okay, now let's say, for example, I say dollar of li dot has class test. I say alert. Okay, now if you save this guy, reload this page, and I say click. Is it not returning false here? Yes. Why so? Do you see the li tag is having a class called as test? No. Now say, for example, li say some class equal to say some test here. Now if you come back and reload the page, now when I click on this guy, it is saying true. If it is having the class, it will return true. If it is not having the class, it will simply return false. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. But
Yeah.
in real time, where this will use, sir?
Okay, say for example, okay, that's a good question. Let me show you. Let us say jQuery methods.html. I say li, say some item one. Okay. I say item 2, item 3, item 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Now I say some style here. Li tag, say some border, 1 pixel solid, background, not background color, margin of 10 pixel, padding of 10 pixel. Okay, let me add the jQuery also here. Script src is equal to dot dot slash jQuery.js. Okay, super fine. Now, if you come back and reload this page, this is how it is. My expectation is whenever I click on any of the item, it has to get highlighted. So for that, I'm going to I'm going to add a class to this guy dot highlight font hyphen size of 20 pixel. Okay, or else font weight I will do. Font weight bolder and background color say some green. Okay. Whenever user clicks on any of the item, I want to add the background color of this. Then what I will do, I will be adding dynamic event listeners. Okay. You can even handle event listeners also using JavaScript. Sorry, using jQuery. What I'll say, $of li dot click. Okay. You know that there is an event object which gets fired. Now what I'll say, $of event dot target dot add class. What is the class name? It is simply highlight.
Highlight.
Okay, save this guy, reload the page. Now if you see, when I click on this guy, when I click on this guy, when I click on this, when I click on this, it is happening, right?
Yes, sir.
Any questions on this? No questions, clear? Yes or no?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, where do we use this dot has class? My expectation is when the user is clicking on the second time, then I want to remove if it is selected. If it is not selected, then I want to select it. Then how do I do that? When the user is clicking, first of all, I need to see whether that guy is having a class or not. Yes. Now what I will do, if at all, $.event.target dot has class. When it is has class, what I need to do? Do I need to remove the class here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I need to say remove class. No, it is not having it. Then do I need to add the class here? Yes, I simply do this. Now, if you back and reload the page, select the second one, select the third one. When I'm clicking on the third one here, see here it is losing. Clicking, highlighting, clicking, unhighlighting, clicking, highlighting, clicking, unhighlighting. So to do this, we are going to make use. Am I clear with your question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next. Line number 60. Okay, dot append. We already saw that, right? I mean, creating an element, adding that element as a children to an existing element. Same. JavaScript, whatever the append method is there, the same thing.
Yes, sir. Could you scroll down?
Sure, ma'am.
Line number 72 and 76.
Okay. Line number 72. First of all, dot val. In order to set the value or get the value of an input element. Okay. Remember earlier, whenever we have this, okay, let me close all the other things. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now, earlier, whenever you used to have this input type equal to text, say some ID equal to uname. In order to get the uname, what we used to do, we used to say document dot query selector, say something called as hash uname dot value. This is what we used to do. But now if it is jQuery, you simply say dollar of uname, hash uname dot val. That's it. So the advantage what I have is same val method used to get the value, same val method used to set the value. Now, if I say something called as hello, you reload the page, open in the browser, see hello value is being set. In the same way, once I click on this button, when I click on the li, I want to find out this guy. Now, what I will say alert uname dot val. Same method without parameters, it is like a getter. Now, if you refresh, by default, hello has been set. Okay. Now I change the name to Prasad. When I click on anything, is it is returning the value? Yes. So this is what advantage you have in your jQuery. Dot text method, dot HTML method, so dot alert dot val method, HTML method. So any method you use, same method for both setter and getter. There is no method like dot set value, dot get value. Same val method, both for setting or removing, same thing. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, line number, I guess 76.
Sorry, what was that?
76.
Oh, I lost that code. Okay, let me copy that guy again. Copy this guy. Control and paste this guy. Okay, what was that, man? 76.
Yes, sir.
Okay, toggle. It's like switching on and off. Earlier, in order to put this li tag, aren't we writing a piece of code that if it is available, you remove it. If it is not there, you apply it, isn't it? Now, instead of this, what I can do is, let me comment out this guy. I can simply say dollar of event dot target dot toggle class highlight. Very simple, single line of code. Let us see what is going to happen. Reload, applying, click on it, removing, click on this, apply, remove. So toggle class, in the sense, what it will do is the class is existing? Yes, remove it. Is the class is not existing? Yes, apply it. That is what the toggle class means. Am I clear, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Next.
The remove class is permanently remove or temporary?
Remove class is permanently, right? Obviously, it is permanently. It is not like temporary. It is removed from the particular DOM element.
Okay.
And when you say remove, it is not removing the CSS class. I mean, it is not like the definition from the CSS. Now, when I say remove class called as a container or highlight, it is not removing this guy. When you say for the particular element, you remove this, for the particular DOM element, that class will be removed.
Yeah.
Next. Line number, please. Okay, hide and show. Okay, it's very simple, right? I mean, whenever you want to hide it, remember like earlier, yesterday, we were doing this. Okay, let me show that. In order to hide and unhide the loading message, we are doing this, right? Loading message dot hide, loading message dot show. Got it?
Yes,
Whenever
sir.
you want to hide, I mean, display none and display block, both are same. I mean, it is going to work on the same way. Okay, next.
Sir, what is the difference between after and append?
After and append. Append is adding like a children. After is something like a sibling, right? Okay, let us say, for example, I have one of the div guide, something like this. Okay, now you said that, boss, you have created a simple span element dynamically. Hello. Now you want to add this span, you want to append this span to the div. You know what happens? This is what it happens if you say append. But if you say div like this, if you say after, you know what is going to happen? After this, it is going to be added as a sibling. If you say before, here it is going to get added. Got the difference?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Fine, guys. I mean, what you actually do is for today, just go through each and every methods, whatever you have in your Git. Okay. And let us come up with the questions. What are the questions you have? Okay. And on the top, there are some animation methods also, which are not mandatory as we are not much using the jQuery. I just want to give you a bit of idea on this. So you please go through that animation methods, what we have in the notes. If you want an explanation, I will go with that, because anyway, these type of animations, we are going to completely look into your CSS3. When I come to the CSS3, I will deeply look into this, all the concepts of animations, keyframes, a lot of things are there. Okay. So if you don't have any questions tomorrow, I will be starting with our HTML5 tomorrow. Okay. But if you say that, boss, I have some questions on this method or whatever it is, I am going to answer that. Fine, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine, guys. So have a good night for today. Go through all the notes for today, and we'll meet again back on tomorrow. Have a good day and bye.
Bye, sir.
Yes, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night, all.